Hey y'all, it's Brad Allen with The Art of Real Estate. And this series, you're probably watching it because you're either thinking about getting into real estate or maybe you already started the journey somewhat and you're just trying to find out a little bit more. My point with this series is to help educate you on what it really looks like to get into business and to give you some questions to ask, because a lot of times you just don't know what you don't know. So hopefully this helps you out. This video today, we're going to talk about how to set yourself up for success and how much money you should have set aside when you get into the business. Now, there's 10,000 different ways to skin this cat. The way that we like to recommend to agents that are joining us is, first, let's start with your budget. You really need to get a good handle on what your spending is. I'm not asking you to cut anything, but you kind of got to know what you need to survive. And I would look at that number in a bare bones number, like no vacations, no extra stuff, still live your life, but have a pretty good idea of what you're going to need to pay the bills. Once you have that, I think you need to have 6 months. I think you have 6 months in reserves just to give yourself the stability to be a good agent. What I often find is when agents get in this business, they're tight on cash. They're also not willing to invest in their business. And at the same time, when they're not willing to do that, it makes them kind of spastic and makes them not the best agents because they're more worried about getting the deal than setting themselves up for a quality profession. So if you've got 6 months, first and foremost, I would not jump right into real estate until you've fully finished your class, you've taken your test, and you're approved to start. But I would jump full-time in after that. I don't think part-time in real estate is a really feasible stepping stone. Majority of people that start that typically don't go full-time. They've always got this crutch and they can't make enough money to go full-time because they're spending half their time in their other job. Whole nother video. But going back to that, once you have that 6 months and you jump full in, you need to use that as a savings account. What I like to do is put that 6 months in, let's say it's $10,000. Let's put that 6 months in the bank, and then every month you withdraw what you need to pay your bills. So you're acting as your own bank. And then when you have a closing, you put that money back into the account. So hopefully it's getting replenished and some taken out, replenished, some taken out. And eventually you're replenishing more than you're taking out, and that thing will grow. And then once you get to that point, that's a whole different conversation. And that's something that I help guide our agents through as they hit those milestones on their real estate journey. So if you like this video, hopefully it was informative. If it is, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm on a mission to help agents get into the business, be successful, but know what they're getting themselves into. And by doing those likes and subscribes, it helps me get these videos in front of more people. If you have any comments or you have any questions or topics you want me to tackle in this series, drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to address them in a future video.